Have you ever found yourself scrolling for hours, watching endless videos, or just saying, "I'll do it tomorrow"? If so, you're going to want to hear the story of Alex. Once upon a time, in a quiet town in California, lived this smart, kind, and ambitious young man. But he had one huge problem. He was a master at wasting time. Sound familiar? Then one day, a single moment changed everything. It forced Alex to see time for what it truly is, not just minutes on a clock, but precious chances to grow, learn, and live. Stick with me to the end to discover how Alex completely turned his life around, and more importantly, how you can start valuing every single moment, starting today. Alex was 22, studying business at a community college with big dreams of becoming an entrepreneur. He envisioned starting his own tech company one day, but every single evening, instead of studying or building his skills, he'd fall into that same old trap. Just 5 more minutes on my phone. Just one more episode. I'll start fresh tomorrow. But as we all know, tomorrow never came. His grades started to slip. His side projects gathered dust. His confidence plummeted. He felt stuck, like he was watching his own life happen through a screen while everyone else was actually living it. He kept telling himself, "I have plenty of time." But deep down he felt that quiet ache, that little whisper that says, "You could be doing so much more." Maybe you've felt that too. Maybe you've scrolled when you meant to study, or said later when you really meant never. You're not alone. But what happens when later runs out? For Alex, everything changed the day he got a call from his grandmother. "Alex," she said, her voice softer and weaker than he'd ever heard it, "I won't be here much longer. The doctors say a few weeks, maybe." His heart just dropped. Nana Rose had raised him after his parents passed away. She was the one who taught him to read, to dream, to believe in himself. And now, their time together was running out. He rushed over to her house the very next day. As he sat by her bed, she took his hand and asked, "Did you finish your business plan yet?" Alex looked down at his feet, ashamed. "Not yet, Nana." She just smiled gently. "Time doesn't wait, my love. Not for anyone." That night, sleep was impossible. Alex opened his laptop and was hit with the digital graveyard of his ambitions. 1,247 unread emails, 87 unfinished notes, and a calendar full of empty, unplanned days. It hit him like a ton of bricks. He'd been treating time like it was an infinite resource, but it wasn't. He did a quick, horrifying calculation and realized he'd been wasting around 30 hours a week on pure distractions. That's 1,160 hours a year. That's enough time to learn a new language, build a business from scratch, or even write a book. And now, he couldn't get back a single one of the moments he'd lost with his Nana. The pain was sharp, but it also lit a fire inside him. He knew with absolute certainty, if he didn't change right now, he'd just keep losing the things that mattered most. The next morning, desperate to clear his head, Alex went to the local park. There he saw Mr. Ellis, an old man who ran the small bookstore downtown. Alex had walked past him hundreds of times, but never actually spoken to him. "Rough day?" Mr. Ellis asked, noticing his expression as he sipped tea on a bench. Alex just sighed. "I just realized I've wasted so much time." Mr. Ellis nodded slowly with a knowing look. "Time is the one thing you can't earn back," he said. "Money? You can always make more. Mistakes? You can fix them. But time? Once it's gone forever." He then pulled a small, ornate hourglass from his coat pocket. "See this? Every grain of sand is a moment. Most people just shake it, watch the sand fall and forget about it. But wise people use each grain." Then he told Alex a story. "Years ago," he began, "a young sailor kept saying, 'I'll learn navigation tomorrow.' But then tomorrow came and a violent storm hit. He didn't know how to steer the ship, and he lost everything. Later, he met an old captain who told him, 'You didn't lose your ship, you lost your moments. Every tomorrow was a grain of sand you let slip right through your fingers.'" Alex listened, completely stunned. "So, what do I do now?" he asked. Mr. Ellis smiled. "Start small. Ask yourself every morning, what is one thing I can do today that my future self will thank me for?" Maybe it's just 20 minutes of studying. Maybe it's writing one page of that plan. Maybe it's calling someone you love, and you have to protect your time like it's treasure. Turn off your notifications, set a timer, track your hours for just 1 week. You'll be shocked where they actually go. Remember, you don't need more time. You just need to value the time you have. Inspired, Alex pulled out his phone, not to scroll but to set a single powerful reminder. Use this moment wisely. Alex went home and made a change, starting that very day. He deleted his social media apps for 1 week. He started using a timer, 25 minutes of focused, deep work, followed by a 5-minute break. He wrote his goals on sticky notes and plastered them on his mirror so he couldn't ignore them. The results were incredible. In week 1, he studied for 10 hours, more than he had in the entire past month. In week 2, he finished the outline for his business plan. By week 4, he had launched a simple website for his app idea. But the biggest change wasn't just in his schedule, it was in his heart. He visited Nana Rose every single day. They talked, they laughed, and they shared stories. He recorded her voice, her recipes, her wisdom. 2 weeks later, when she passed away, Alex didn't feel the crushing weight of regret. He felt gratitude because he'd used their last moments together so well. Fast forward 1 year. Alex's app, which helped small businesses manage their time more effectively, was a success. He even gave a talk at his old college titled, "Stop Wasting Time, Start Living." And every single morning, he still asks himself that same powerful question. What is one thing I can do today that my future self will thank me for? So, what's the real lesson here? Time isn't just passing by, it's offering you something. Every minute gives you a choice. You can waste it. Or you can use it to grow, to connect, and to create. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to start. And here's how you can begin today. First, track your time for just 3 days. Write down how you spend each hour. I promise you'll spot the time leaks almost immediately. Second, pick one 20-minute habit. Maybe it's studying English, going for a walk, or journaling. Just one small thing that builds toward your future. Third, ask yourself daily, will my future self thank me for how I spent today? Think about it. 20 minutes a day is over 100 hours a year. That's enough time to become conversational in a language, learn the basics of coding, or train for a marathon. And please, don't wait for someday. Someday is made up of all your todays. You have the exact same 24 hours in a day as Beyoncé, Elon Musk, and every other successful person you can think of. The question is, what will you do with yours? This story isn't just about Alex, it's about you, because your time matters, your dreams matter, and every single moment is a chance to move a little bit closer to them. So let me ask you, what is one thing you'll do today that your future self will thank you for? If this story inspired you, please hit that subscribe button for more tales that teach and transform. And drop a comment below letting me know, I choose to value my time. Remember, don't just count the days, make the days count. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and never waste a single grain of sand.